angles. So brand new stuff. Adjacent. So 3, 7, 24, and adjacent angles. Now, does anybody know what adjacent means in English? Adjacent. Away from math, the word just adjacent.
An angle.
Yeah. So, I am adjacent to Margarita right now.
Closer.
You're close.
More.
I am now adjacent to Daphne.
Closer.
Vortex.
My classroom is adjacent to the little kids' playground.
Close.
Okay. Adjacent in English means next to.
Oh.
So I am adjacent to Aaron. I'm next to Aaron. Okay? So instead of using the words next to, I would just use the word adjacent. Okay? Okay, so adjacent in English means next to. Adjacent angles, similar. It also means next to, but it also means something different. Okay. There's a couple of things that need to happen for adjacent angles. So, adjacent angles are, that's an E. What are adjacent angles? They're next to each other. So adjacent angles are next to each other. So they're angles that are next to each other. All right, that makes sense. They share a ray, which is a fancy word for line. And I'll explain to you what a ray is in a second, but it's just a fancy word for a line, a ray. And they share a vertex. Now, what in the world is that? Okay, so these three things must happen for an angle to be called adjacent. They have to be next to each other, they have to share a line, and they have to share a vertex. Okay? Kind of like right now you're sharing the desks. Most of you are sharing a desk with someone else. Like I said, most of you. That would be like sharing a line and a vertex. Okay?
Oh, I think I know what it is.
A mosquito bit me.
Someone already showed me the
Yay!
What?
Okay. You know how I make angles with my hands?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so let's pretend I'm making an angle. Oh, what kind of angle am I creating?
Cube.
What kind of angle am I creating?
Right.
What kind of angle am I creating? Okay, good. Okay, cool. So you can see how I'm using my hands for a cube to separate. Ooh, what angle am I creating?
180.
180. Okay, cool. I didn't do that. Okay, period.
Wait, miss, you know there's like people who like put their hand like all the way back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now this arm right here is called a ray. So this part is called a ray. This part is called a ray. So it's basically the lines that make up the angle.
What?
So this part is called a ray, a line, and then this part, the other line for the angle. You know how you have to have two lines to make an angle? Those are called the ray. Ray. It's basically a line. Now, watch. My elbow. Do you guys know where my elbow's at? This one?
Right there.
Right here, right here, right here. That, my elbow, when it comes to the angle, my elbow would be considered the vertex. Where the two lines meet, that's called your vertex, the elbow. Do you guys remember when we first started drawing angles and I said, okay, draw a line, or draw a dot, and then draw a line?
On the teeth.
On the backwards, and then line it up to the T, right? The dot would be your vertex. The dot that you first drew, that's your vertex, okay? All right. Okay, so let me show you. Here. So, right here, no, that would be your vertex. That right there would be your vertex, okay? It's the dot.
On the lines are the ray.
Yes, this is called a ray. This is called a ray. Why are you touching that?
It wasn't coming off.
You're not even supposed to be looking at it. Yeah, You're supposed to be focused on this. Okay, so this is a ray. This is a ray. That's a vertex. So a ray is just a super fancy word for a line. Okay? All right, cool? Okay, so let's go back to adjacent. So all of these three things need to happen. Don't worry if you don't get it because I'm going to explain it to you right now. Okay, draw me an X. Pretty big X. Size of like 3 fingers. Okay, now label this one in this order. Dude, there's so many mosquitoes.
God dang. Miss, should buy the thing where like they like
A, B, C. I should, right?
yeah, like
And then like,
it's cause like they line up because the mosquitoes attract to right so when they go to it they
I had that and my dog hit it. What
And I put my finger on it. No, not that. You know the fence? Like, I put my finger on it.
Yeah, you should get the salt.
all right.
You should get the gun.
A, B, C, D. Okay. So I labeled it A, B, C, D. Okay, A, B, C, D. Angle A, angle B, angle C, and D. All right, in that order. Okay, so let's see if you guys can get this. I'm looking for a pair, meaning 2. You need 2 letters to create a pair. I'm looking for adjacent angles. So I'm looking for which 2 angles make up an adjacent angle, meaning they're next to each other. We're focusing, we're learning and focusing, we're learning and focusing. There is no numbers involved. So even if you're not super good at math, this is more like English. You have to identify things. Okay, adjacent. Which 2 angles are adjacent in your opinion? Yes.
Like A and C.
Would not be adjacent.
What? Oh, we're not.
A, B,
Jaden?
Oh, wait.
I want adjacent. His answer was no bueno. Well, it's your answer. Which 2 angles are adjacent next to each other? A and D. I like it. Okay, let's stop and focus on Jaden's correct answer. Okay, he said A and D. Are they literally next to each other?
Yeah.
They're next to each other,
Oh, yeah.
right? Where is the vertex?
Right there.
Right there. So do they both share the vertex?
Yeah.
Okay, now watch for a second. I am going to create with my red pen angle A. I'm going to trace angle A. Please focus. Eyes on the board. Yep, I'm going to trace A. Okay, I made it red. Do you guys see it? Okay, that's angle A. 2 lines. Now I'm going to trace in blue D.
do we do that?
Watching.
Wow.
Did I trace over
Oh, yeah.
one of the lines? I did. Did I use like the line twice? This one, right?
Yes.
That means that they share a
Hey, Ray.
ray or line. They share this line, right? So are they next to each other?
Yes.
Yes. Do they share a ray?
Yes.
Yes. Do they share a vertex?
Yes.
Yes. So Jaden was correct in telling me angle A and angle D are adjacent. They're next to each other. They share this line. So write that down. They share a line. They share a dot. And they're literally next to each other. Who can name another pair of adjacent angles? There's a total of 4. Okay, raise your hand so I know. Margarita? B and C? Right here?
Yeah.
Are they next to each other?
Yeah.
Yes. Do they share the vertex? Yes. And which line do they share? They will share this line, right? The green one. So angle B and angle C next. They share this green line. And they share the vertex. All right, another one. There's 2 more. There's 2 more. Dylan?
A and B.
A and angle B. These 2.
What about these?
Right? And what's the last one, Melanie?
CNC.
D and angle C. So, D and C, if I cover this up, are these 2 next to each other? Yep.
Yeah.
Do they share a line? Yep. So, is there really math involved in this? No, it's just like, hey, do they share a line? You know, I don't know.
Smelly, why don't we try a little chompy thing?
Oh yeah, like the crocodile.
Well, it's not greater than or equal to. it's an angle. So, oh, I see. This is read angle.
Wow.
It also means less than, right? So sometimes in math, something means more than one thing. So when you read it like this is angle A and angle D.
Could it be less than or equal to?
No, this doesn't mean, in this situation, this doesn't mean less than. This means angle.
So we have to
You have to put it like that in your process to figure it out. Like,
You will see it written like this on like worksheets and whatnot. So get used to writing the little symbol for angle.
Wait, our next quiz has this.
Yes.
are you serious with you?
Okay, we're not. Hey, do I expect you to be pros at this right now at this very second?
But it's
I already feel
easy.
like a pro.
No. Yeah, you're right. No.
But it's easy.
Okay.
I'm going pro.
All right. Now, draw me an X. Okay. I'm not done, but I want you to like step-by-step directions. Draw me an X. Give yourself enough room. Draw me an X. Now, this line right here that's going this way, I'm going to extend it. So this line, I'm going to make it longer. Justin, remind me to tell your sister there's we have to reschedule Monday's robotics.
So when?
That's what we got to talk about.
We got a
Well,
All right.
why is this so long?
Okay, I just remember. So there's a reason. Ethan, worry about yourself.
No,
So we extend this line. Okay, we good?
Yeah.
Okay, now you are going to create a 180 degree angle. What's 180 degrees?
Oh,
Okay, so somewhere over here, I'm going to draw a straight line. So you extended this line, made it longer. Now make a line that's exactly 180. An angle that's exactly 180, just like that.
exact.
So we have this.
I think I'm capable.
Now I'm going to label it. Let's see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H in that order. E, F, G, H, Y in this order so your answers match my answers and they're actually correct. If you put the letters in the wrong spot and you copy my answers, technically they wouldn't be right then, right? Because they would be a different.
Does it have to be those letters or can it be A?
Like I just said, you want your letters to match my letters, so when we talk about answers, you're writing down the correct answers.
No, I know, but like if you get a problem and it's long like that, does it have to be those?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H,
Bro.
I, J, K, L.
Just kidding, JK.
All right, we're good? Okay. Gonna ask you a bunch of questions with this.
No, yeah.
With the-
Was it a yes or no question?
I'm going to ask you a lot of questions, okay? I have not asked you any questions yet. Okay. Adjacent. Can we identify the adjacent angles? There is a total of 8 adjacent angles in this problem. 8, because I doubled the pictures. Okay, so identify 2 angles that are adjacent, meaning
G and F.
next to each other.
G and
G
F.
and F. Let me check.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
G and F, are they next to each other? Yeah? They're going to share this line,
Yeah.
and they share that vertex. So I agree. Let me write that down. Angle G and angle F. Huh? FG, yeah, that's fine.
Wait, how is it G and F if you try to make it 180?
I'm not trying to make it 180. I'm trying to make it adjacent.
Not funny, bro.
All right, Dylan, or anybody, Justin, we're going to name another pair. What's another pair of adjacent? Jaden?
JK.
H and F.
EF?
Oh my god.
Stop.
EF?
Oh my god.
But somebody's not gonna let that happen.
How did you choose that?
There's 8. We have to go through all of them.
JK.
You could
Hey.
Wait, is JK 1 too? Or it's not because it's like.
Is J and K next to each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do they share a line?
Yeah.
Do they share a vertex?
Yeah.
Then yeah. All right. There's 6 more.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna drink some water. You name the next 6 before?
It's all.
Jimmy K. Just kidding. Is there a certain limit? Like 4? No.
There's gonna be 4 for each. A total of 8. So let's refocus. Snap back into it.
H and G.
There's no adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing on this. It's just a visual thing. Can you see it?
Is EH one J?
Well, there's 8 of them?
There's an 8. There's 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom.
Well, there's H, E.
4 on the top and 4 on the bottom.
Wait. EF. How we done EF?
Wait, well, so we're choosing one?
Well, there's only 8 that everyone should have. We should all match our answers.
Wait, there's so many.
Yes.
What if we write E, and X? E, X.
There is no X.
I mean E and H.
E and H. That is one of your answers.
Or can I be like H or E?
Yeah.
Does
It does not matter the order.
Okay.
Good question. Are they next to each other?
Yes.
Is K a 1?
So, everybody, great question before we move on. Is I and E adjacent?
No.
No, because are they next to each other? No. Do they share anything? No. Right? All right, so let's name them. Who can give me the last 2 for this top one?
G, oh wait, no.
Yeah, G. Starts with G. G and H and... No, all right, sorry, I already got GF. And HE. Good. All right, so that's for the top one, right?
Yep.
So now let's name the bottom ones.
JK.
Everyone's favorite.
LK.
LK.
Okay. Oh.
IL and
IJ.
I already got JK. J I with J. I got the LK. Now, some of you were asking me, can I switch the order? Can I go JI? Yes, that's the same answer. So I can go, all right, let's do JK.
We just switched the order.
You can do JK or you can do KJ.
No, can we put 2 of those?
No, stop, Justin.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Is K and I adjacent? No, that's what. No one should have that answer. You can switch these, but you can't switch I with K. No. All right, pop quiz. Here's another random question that has nothing to do with adjacent. Obtuse. Write it down. Obtuse. That's true. Oh, you know what? Remind me now. Maybe look for one for next week. Obtuse. Without using a protractor, that some of you already lost and are getting that. Without using a protractor, which angle do you see that is a 100% obtuse without a doubt? Which more than 90? Which angle is 100% obtuse? No doubt about it.
LI.
Which angle? No. Name the angle.
Right.
Name the angle that is obtuse, meaning it's like doesn't matter. Give me one angle.
160.
Okay, stop. Name one angle that looks obtuse without even measuring. You see, identify that it's obtuse. Ruben? Margarita. You already said it before. Which angle is obtuse? You. Okay, what does obtuse look like? Okay, so which angle do you see that is just I? So this angle right here. No, you said 2. You said 2 letters.
What letter looks like an obtuse angle?
Which angle?
I thought you meant like you could do L. The couple.
No, I didn't say angles.
Oh
I didn't say supplementary. I said
yeah.
obtuse. Okay, which angle? There's one more that is 100% obtuse.
I said
Okay.
somebody.
No, I did. It's upside down.
It's upside down, but it's still obtuse. All right, here's another question. Acute.
L.
Which angle is 100% acute?
L.
Angle
L and J.
J and angle L. Now, the top ones. Can you tell without a protractor if these are acute, obtuse, or right? Well, I wouldn't bet my money on it because, I could be right. It could be obtuse a little bit. I know that these are 100%. This one's obtuse. This one's acute, right? Without even having a protractor. Like, you can tell it's open, wide for obtuse, or it's small and cute, okay? Now, I asked this question to my honors, and they had a very difficult time. Second period was able to answer me like this. Let's see with you guys. You kind of did struggle with obtuse. I'm kind of scared. Anyways, okay. Name a pair of angles that are supplementary.
I forgot what that meant.
180.
Okay. So name a pair. I and J. Very good. I and J would make a straight line. So it would be supplementary. L and K will also be supplementary 180.
And G and E.
J, K.
I mean G and M and H and E too.
And Li. And then the top ones too, right? Yeah. So they can give you this one picture, and ask you to identify a bunch of stuff. Acute, obtuse, supplementary, adjacent, with what Mr. Frankel's going to teach you tomorrow. And then I could ask you for complementary if I use some of the symbols or give you some numbers, right? Because complementary is harder because it has to be 90 degrees, right? And those are harder to tell. All right, very good. Good job. Now, we are going to...
Somebody, you know every math topic.
Man, so only have like 50 minutes.
Are you smarter than Albert?
Do you know every math topic with somebody? Cause, like, you know everything.
Miss Q.
Do you know the square root of 5?
You don't trip. Absolutely not. Ow. Miss, do you think we're gonna finish today? Because we only have like 14 minutes left.
Thank you very much for your patience. The last ones to receive are, in my opinion, the most patient ones. You're patient. Yes, he did not yell at me and go like, I don't have one, I don't have one, I don't have one. He
I
just...
would've done that.
Case in point. All right. Some of you don't have a hole punch, so this is the one that says AB on it. AB on it. Okay. Now, Camila, it says the directions because we're going to focus and do this right and finish in 2 seconds. Okay. You're going to tell me if the two angles that they give you, A and B, are adjacent or not. So remember, to be adjacent, they have to be next to each other, share a vertex, and share a line. So what does a line mean? If you were to take your pencil, literally take your pencil and draw A. Here, I'm drawing A with my pencil. And then I sketch B. B and A. Do I go over the same line? Yes. Okay, so check. Do they share a vertex? An elbow? Yes, right there. And are they literally next to each other? So we're going to spell out the word adjacent to help us with vocabulary and knowing how to spell it. So we're going to practice writing the word adjacent. Okay? So they share this line that we trace with literally, I used a pencil just like you would. And they share a vertex. All right. Number 2. Are they adjacent or not?
No.
What's wrong with them?
They don't share a line.
They don't share a line.
Wait, miss, how do you know which one is?
You know how like for proportional, it has to go through the order. The third one, no. This one doesn't have to share a vertex and
A line. Yeah, so those are like the two. Yes. So if I were to trace B with a red marker, right? That's B, angle B, right? And now I'm going to trace angle A with a blue marker. Did I use a line twice? Did I overlap? No. So as soon as one of them is a no, kind of like proportional, the whole thing's ruined. It's a not. You're done. I know they share a vertex, right? But because they don't, Desiree, share a line, you're done. It's a no.
So just write
Why don't
nothing.
Why don't they share a line?
You write nothing or
Not.
not?
Not adjacent. Huh?
And
so it is like
It's very similar to proportional, right?
when
Is number
adjacent,
3
when you write
adjacent?
adjacent?
Correct.
So I put not adjacent.
You can just write not. It's cool.
Wait, miss, how do you know?
Okay, I'll be there.
How do you know if they're like not connected?
When you trace it, do you go over the same line?
Oh.
When you trace it with your pencil, do you go over the same line? Like notice this one, my red and my blue did not mix. Did not mix. But if I trace here, here's my red, and now I'm going to go in with blue. Did I overlap my colors? Yeah. So that means that they share a line. They share. Like you're sharing a desk. You're sharing this one desk.
For number 6, does the middle count?
Numbers.
No.
They are sharing a line, but there's something that they're not sharing.
The bottom and the top line.
The middle line. No. They don't share. Oh no, they don't share.
Yes.
Miss, is number 3
Oh yeah,
adjacent?
they don't share vertex.
They don't share.
Where's their
share a
vertex? Yeah, so the vertex is where the two lines meet. Like my elbow.
When you choose
Yeah, number 6.
So
They
this
don't
would be my
share a
elbow
vertex.
and this
They
is
share
my
line, but not a vertex. Wait, Miss Amanda, for number
they
6,
don't overlap.
what do you do?
We have to choose on that one now. Amending number 3, is it not?
That's what I'm asking.
No more choose.
Miss, is number 3 adjacent?
Trace number 3.
Not.
Trace
Oh, it's not.
A.
Look, look, look.
No, because look at this is A.
Yeah, but look. When you go that way, you just done it right that way.
No, it's like this.
See,
I said it's like
It's
this
not.
because there's like
Number 4.
Trace it.
Oh.
Do you share a line? Do you not share a line?
You might got it wrong, Brandon. Number 4.
What did you get?
It's not right.
Where's the vertex?
No.
Well, they shows you.
Yeah, I know.
Is number 4 adjacent this? No.
How do you get adjacent?
Number 4, yes, it is.
Yeah,
I
it
know
is.
it
Number
is.
4 is adjacent.
Oh, you are.
Trace A. Again.
I'm right.
It's adjacent.
Number 4 is not adjacent,
Yeah.
guys.
Number 4, yes, it is. Look, they share a line right
You
here.
literally are adjacent on there.
Miss Omer, number 4 is not adjacent, right?
Okay, because it's just me, let's go over it as a class. Because if you're not done by now,
I'm done.
If I'm right, Miss Omer, everyone will be
I'm telling you.
okay. Number 3. Number 3. Here's A. Here's B. Did I trace the same line? Nope.
Oh.
Number 4. Trace. Trace. Same line. Same vertex.
Okay, never mind.
My suggestion is literally take that pencil and trace it. And if you're going over that same line, there's no doubt about it. 5. Hold on. Check your front side. We're checking your front side. This is me giving you a star. We're doing it together because it's just me and I can't go around checking everybody. So here's A and here's B. Are we good?
No.
What's wrong with it?
No.
They're overlap.
The vertex.
No, they
The vertex is here.
Why didn't the lady
It's an adjacent. It's
I don't know.
It's adjacent.
That.
Oh no, I got Jason. Oh,
Are you off of it?
Okay, E.
Number 6.
No.
E. Why did I say E?
They don't share vertex. Oh,
They don't.
Is
Yeah.
that
They
either?
There's B.
Yeah.
vertex.
And this is A. So do they share a line? Yes.
It's a vertex.
The vertex is here and the vertex is here. The elbows, basically.
Like there's two. There's one vertex.
Well, I mean, there could be two vertex, but that means that they're just not adjacent. They don't share it.
Oh, then no.
Okay, 7,
No.
No.
They don't meet.
8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh no, I got yeah on that one.
What are you talking about?
We're not scared for you, Dylan. It's cool.
Dylan is also perfect.
All right, Ruben. Okay, identify the two pairs of adjacent angles in each figure. So there's only 2 for each. So name me a pair on the back. So this is just like our notes, except they don't use letters, they use numbers. So what 2 angles are adjacent on the back? 1 and angle 2. And there's another pair that are next to each other. So 2 and 3. Very good. All right, keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Well, I would like for you to use a symbol of angle. Yes.
Wait.
Remember this, there's no adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. It's just looking and identifying. Told you that. Alright. Okay. Now, I haven't created it. I didn't create it for any of my classes. We've been busy. So I might create it for later today, or I might create it tonight. Anyways. Yeah. Okay, listen. There's still time in class. You have a surprise pop quiz. It's super easy. So easy. No, if you refresh, it should say types of angles. And you should now have access to it. I locked it until now. At the bottom of your thing, so go ahead and log in. I'm gonna grade your papers, so I'm not gonna check your papers. So go ahead, log into Canvas, take the easiest quiz in the world.
Is it this?
Types of angles.
We need paper?
Wait, miss.
No.
What do you do with this one?
You're gonna turn it in eventually. I haven't created the assignment, but it will be one day.
Do we do it digitally?
Is it 8 questions?
Something like that.
Can we start it?
Sure.
Wait, miss, when do we start it? Whenever you want?
That's good what you had. Section 1.
Miss, do we
Like the outside.
We started now, right?
Yes. Hence I'm telling you about it.
Wait, miss, but do we start it?
That could be like a heart. That's easy.
You want to grade this? Man, you should have been on it.
Wait. Do we start it, miss?
I'll use a calculator. Calculator.
I'm gonna use my writing book.
I lost my protractor.
Oh, yeah.
I can do it without my protractor because I'm so sorry.
The question 2, the picture is covering the answer. No, the question.
Identify the angle.
Then go all the way to the top when I give you the original.
No, wait. Like the question?
Yeah.
Oh, I almost got it wrong.
Just got one wrong.
Okay.
Thank you, Justin. You're welcome.
Which number?
Oh my god. I almost put Jeff on Jeff. Crystal, can I help pass out Haley?
Oh, I have to grade it. I wish you could actually. I'm just going in order.
You can look at my
You can check your grade. Your grade should go up. Remember how your grades were lower, Melanie? And you were like, why is it lower? It's because this had given you an automatic
Oh, I never.
0.
I got A
What about a
so like
52?
I'm just smart.
Imagine if you do a ridiculous amount.
Oh,
I did too, dude.
I have protractor.
I did 20 yesterday.
I have protractor. You have a spare protractor?
Oh, can you pass up? I got it. Pink basket. It's a mess, but you know what homework looks like.
Is it already going on grade?
Yep.
Is my grade up on 1%?
Okay, pass back his homework. Pass back his homework.
My grade went from a D to a B.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, one from a B to a B to
My grade went from a B to a C.
Sophia's awesome and she's passing out the homework.
Beating to an ass beating. Listen, I'm like,
Pass back. I'm still grading. I'm still grading. That's Victoria.
That's my homework. That's my homework. That's my homework. Oh, the one that the old
Put it on the pink paper. Homework, make sure you have the homework. Everybody take your homework log.
Manny, do you have a spare protractor?
Someone left their homework for you.
Wonder who it was. Jaden, do you have the homework?